Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Leo, I know it's been forever since I last posted anything for the zodiac signs besides the full moon in Libra. I've taken my time. There's a lot of growth going on. There's a lot of upgrades going on, and I'm not forcing anything right now. I can't really. I probably could have, and I probably would have in the past, but I just don't anymore. It's just not. So this is how it is. So, and I do apologize that I'm a little bit into April, but there's a lot still to come for the rest of the month. So we're going to look into what's going to happen for you with this really cool full moon in Libra. It's a little bit of a game changer, I feel, or rather things that has been in the works for the past 7 months. The past 7 months, and I explain why in the full moon intro to that video. I'm not going to get into that here if you're not interested. Or rather, if you are interested, go check that out. So for 7 months, there's been a cycle with a lot of tower incidents, like a lot of tower moments, a lot of shifts and changes and all of that. And it's coming sort of full circle. It's coming to a halt with this full moon, with a lot of manifestation, a lot of fruition, when there's been a lot of talk, it's now going to start to happen. So it's beautiful. So what do we have for Leo here? We're going to start with an overall energy, overall message, and then go deeper and deeper into this message. And at the very end, we're going to let the angels speak. Archangel Gabriel. So this card is saying messenger of creativity and hope. And there's obviously a strong connection to children here right now. There's a big, just happy hugging. A big gathering of just children wanting to have a part of this angel. I almost feel like there's someone welcoming a new baby. I mean, obviously that's going to be not for everyone, not for every Leo. But there's someone welcoming a new baby into their life, whether that is you've just found out that you conceived, or we come full circle here. We come to the end of the ropes and it's time to have the baby. Then congratulations to you. This is also a lot about your inner child. You know, Gabriel represents the inner child and how the inner child can now come out and play. I think, Leo, when I've done your readings, it has been a little bit serious as of late. And now it's like it's time to come out and play. It's time to make a shift somehow and start to be more playful, and I don't mean to say, oh, you should just lighten up, because I understand that people have things in their lives that can feel really serious, that can feel, it can feel really heavy, like we're really heavy on you. It's like, oh, just lighten up. Well, you live my life for 2 minutes and see how lighten up you are. But there's something here with this full moon, and there's something about April that's going to allow for you to bring this inner child, or allowed, you do it on purpose if you want to. Obviously, there's no one stopping you, but it really is helping you. Like the surroundings, whatever's taking place in your life right now, is really helping your inner child to come out and play. That brings so much creativity. It brings so much lightness, so much playfulness into your life that you probably haven't recognized in a while, it feels like. And also, if you're an artist, if you're like a creator of any sort, you can literally just ask Gabriel for help to move along your business, to move along your career, to move along your artistic endeavors. Gabriel is your guy, I want to say, but here's portrayed as a woman. Okay, going deeper into this message, please, for Leo. What do we have for Leo for the month of April, please? I love this for you. Page of Michael. Michael has also been playing a big role lately. Michael seems to have a feather in every weather. Have a feather in every... Like Michael just has a finger in everything. He's really helpful. What do we have for Leo, please? I think that was another Michael card. It was. Wow. It feels like one more. I usually take 2 cards. There you go. Wow. Okay. So the collective feel here is that, yeah, whatever we've done for the past 7 months, I mean, it can be for the past 7 years, it can be even longer. There's something that has amplified. Maybe you like really started to make a shift 7 months ago. Try to remember where you were 7 months ago, and like that you perhaps really started to do the work, really started to go inwards and dig deeper and really wanted a change in your life. And I mean, we see that on a bigger scale as well. Collectively, there's a change going on. But I think, Leo, you have really done something on purpose to really shift your vibration here. And the fact that we have first page of Michael coming out, the page is representing literally turning the page. You're turning the page in your life. You're turning the page in your book. Maybe you're even changing book altogether. So that's an initial like new energy entering. The page is representing messages, new energy entering into your life. It can also represent a little bit of a, I think it's called like a juvenile energy, a little bit of a, it doesn't really sit well though. It's not that. It is that it's just a new energy. You're shifting gear. You're changing the book. You're changing the chapter and coming into something new here. There's new energy being presented. And it's saying an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So moving forward, we see it's very fitting here for Sweden. Depending where you live in the world, obviously we are now coming into spring, but you can obviously come into fall depending where you live. But as a message to all no matter where you live on the planet, is that the clouds, the worrisome clouds, are starting to fade away. You see the snow is starting to melt away. We're starting to see clear ground. It's time for that next challenge. I don't like to call it a challenge because challenging things tend to be challenging things. So why don't we switch that word out to adventure? That there's an exciting new adventure on the horizon and you have what it takes to succeed. Together with the 10 of Michael, so there's Michael again. Like I said, there's a big influence of Michael for Leo right now. Michael is all about going forward, taking action, making it happen, being like a friend, being a good like confidant, like something you can someone you can confide in. And I love this because it's like it's talking about you probably have heard me say this story before, but I just feel like it's such a profound story. And that is, this 10 of Michael represents that there's a ballerina here, and she's saying thank you. Thank you for this time that I play this role. But now, 10 is all about completion, but now it's done. You play this role really well. Up until this point, whatever you've done, whatever persona, whatever role you've been playing, maybe of the heavier side, maybe there's something you've been carrying around with you your entire life, or something you've been struggling with, or something you've been trying to deal with or trying to heal, but it hasn't really worked up until now. Now it's like, okay, thank you very much. You played this role really, really well, but as the curtains close, you know that the role that you played is done. Like you're, however many years, like on Broadway, you know, those shows tend to run for years and they play the same role over and over again, this, like every night, over and over again. And then at some point, I mean, the show must go on, so it probably goes on, but at some point you decide, I don't want to play this role anymore. I want to do something different. And you know, as that curtain closes, behind the curtain, the role is not you. It was just something you played for a while, and it might have been a struggling artist. It might be someone that is, you know, have had health issues, financial issues, relationship issues, whatever that was. It was a role that you played really, really well, but it's time to say goodbye to it. And that's what you're doing. You're turning the page. Something new is entering now. The worrisome clouds is going away. The snow is melting away. We're starting to see clarity here. And we're ending an old cycle. You're saying goodbye to this role that you played up until this point. And now it's time to step into your authentic self. It's time for the real you to take the center stage, if you will. And together with that, we have another Gabriel there. So Gabriel and Michael seems to have a big influence in your life right now. And this 5 of Gabriel is like the final stretch. How do I put it? It's like the final homecoming. But in that very last, like, you're coming home, or like, goodbye to this role. I'm stepping into something new now. I'm stepping into this new role, this new version of me, this authentic, maybe not another role, but this authentic version of Leo. And it's the final puzzle piece. Like, you lay the entire puzzle. You see that, right? The entire puzzle is there. And I think there's like one puzzle piece in this person's hand, and then there's another puzzle piece in Gabriel's hand. So it's like Gabriel is coming in with one, like it's a little bit of a message from heaven is coming in with a little piece, and then there's a little piece of you. And as you lay those pieces to rest, it's going to complete the puzzle. And you're like 1 or 2 puzzle pieces away. It's that final stretch. It's the final homecoming, or the final steps before the homecoming. And you're right there. It's so close. So as you're closing down, like, so let's say this is not your last night. It's a completion, but it might not be your like last night. I mean, even if you've watched The Voice, I love the American The Voice with Blake Shelton. If you follow that at all, he's a judge on The Voice, and he's been there for like a gazillion seasons, 23 seasons or something like that. So many years. And just coming into this last season, even though he's there for the first show and for the second show and for the, everything that's going on for that show, for this season, he knows it's the last one. So it might not be the final show that you're playing, but this is a completion. You know it even stepping into the first show of the last season, if that makes sense. So it doesn't feel like it ends today, but it feels like you're in the last season and you're like on the final stretch of this. You're just waiting for a couple of puzzle pieces to fall into place, and it's like a whole new game. You completed the game. It's like, in a way, you can watch this as you completed you ended it. You completed the game that you played up until this point. Like, you ended it. Or you can look at it, or both ways. We don't have to say either or. It can be both. You lay down 2 puzzle pieces, and that was the end of that. That was the role that you played. That's done. Let's get on to a new game or a new puzzle. Or you can look at it as there's only 1 or 2 puzzle pieces missing for you to have a complete puzzle so that you can start. It doesn't really matter how you turn this around. The fact is that you are coming to an end of this. There's a completion here. You're letting go of the old role that you played up until this point, and you're now stepping into something new. Okay? Going deeper still with this message. What do we have for Leo, please? I love this for you. What do we have? For Leo, going deeper still. Firm foundation. Yep. Someone's been building towards this for some time. And, the border of this card is red. It's called firm foundation. It's the number 4 it's a heart matter, but it's also talking about laying a new foundation. We have the triangle there on the lower back, and this for me represents support, finances, home, like money. You're laying a new, so we had all of that, like the first part that we read there, and this is like, okay, so what now? We're laying a new foundation for yourself. It's not like you start over, obviously, because you've lived a lot of life, but there's something here that is making you want to just start at the core, in this new authentic version of yourself, starting to live the truth of yourself. Like, okay, what is the ground that you want to lay here first? Let's not just be on the top end of things where there's no real, if the ground is shaking a little bit, like you're just falling off because there's no real ground to stand on, if that makes sense. Now it's like, no. Let's lay down a firm, solid ground here so that I have something really solid to stand on and take it from there. And you're not stopping anytime soon. Like, this is the Mount Everest, is the feeling of like the top of the iceberg, the top of the mountain, the top of the Mount Everest, if you will. It's like you have set your eyes somewhere really, really high up. But before you get there, or before you start to live there, you're really keen on getting the solid ground down first. And I love that for you. Is there another message there? Then let's get the angels to see if there's anything from the angels. Besides Michael and Gabriel, because there's a lot of angel influence here already. Anything else there for Leo, please? Move on to the angels, okay? Let's do that then. Do the angels want to say to Leo here, please, for the month of April? Remain positive, and you're ready. I love this. Actually, Cancer had you're ready. I'm going to read from the book, Remain Positive. And it's so bright colors that the camera rarely picks up. But do you see the happy face on this little dude? Is that possible? Maybe not. Such a happy face there, and like it's so bright and shiny that you don't, it's so light that you don't actually see the face. But there's a face behind this light that is just so bright and so happy, so positive. The angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. There is a very positive momentum beginning to build toward the creation of your desires. Do you know what that means? Like, it's so fitting. That there's a moment, there's somewhere you've been going, like I said, you've been starting to do something on purpose to shift your vibration, to raise your vibration, to do something different, to go towards something different, a different goal. Like you maybe just, you're sick and tired of your own life. You just want a new life. You want a new relationship, a new career situation, whatever that is for you. It's going to be different for everyone. You ended the old, and you're now starting to like what you're headed towards is really starting to pick up momentum. It's like the snowball effect. You've been at it for quite some time, that the longer you're at it, the more it's going to like get louder and louder and bigger and faster. Like it's building momentum. So I'm saying that again. The angels are asking you to keep an optimistic attitude. There's a very positive momentum beginning to build toward the creation of your desires. You're speeding your dreams along by maintaining a cheerful and confident demeanor. Just stay positive and confident in your energy. It may seem as though your plans are taking a long time to manifest, but very soon you will see a change. Don't allow yourself to lose hope when your dreams are so close to coming true. And then it says, which I love the most, that you're ready. Because however much we want something or however much we ask for something, you know, you can manifest something instantaneously. It can be an instant manifestation if you were just in alignment with whatever it is that you want, right? But so it says remain positive. It says like it's starting to pick up momentum, and that's all good and fine. But if you're not ready, it's not going to manifest anytime soon anyway. So the fact that you're ready means that whatever the momentum is working up towards, you're going to be ready to receive it when it hits its peak. And that's awesome. You're ready. All your past experiences, Leo, all your past experiences have led to this moment. You've studied and grown spiritually in many ways. There's nothing more to do. You're ready to move forward and to embrace the person you know in your heart you are meant to be. I love that we're stepping out of the old role. We're coming into our authentic selves. And it literally says that you're ready to move forward and to embrace the person you know in your heart that you're meant to be. This is what you're headed towards. It's who you're meant to be. It's what you're supposed to live. The world is anxiously, I don't like the word anxiously, because I don't think that the world is anxiously waiting. I know I'm such a detailed nerd, but I think that the world is happily, beautifully awaiting the contributions that following your life purpose will provide. So whatever you're headed towards, that you will manifest, that will come to light, that will be in your life, is gonna really contribute to other people. It's gonna contribute to the world as you step into this purpose, as you step into this authentic version of yourself. That's gonna have a ripple effect on other people. You may have to put yourself first in this situation. Big one, Leo. And Leo are always not confused. Leos are always what's the word? A little bit I can't find the word. It's said about Leo that you're like only caring about yourself. Leo's taking center stage always. Like Leo doesn't think of anyone else but themselves, and they're really, and I don't think that that's true at all. I think a lot of times Leo has a really hard time putting themselves in the middle, in the center of things, because they have such a great heart. They just want to tend to everyone else and care for everyone else and make sure that everyone else is fine. And so if they are taking sort of a back seat, it's like, yeah, well, but my family's okay and my friends are okay, and that's all that matters. But this time, to really, really hone in on what it is that you say that you want, or to really become this authentic version of yourself, you may have to put yourself first in this situation. It's time to do what is right for you. Okay? I really like this for you, Leo. That's what I have for you. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's guiding you in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.